Morgan?
Yeah, I think he will. I think he's prepared to back himself. He'll say to himself, I'm the leader here, I'm not going to back away. Although he's got some serious thinking about it in terms of his field placing, etc. Now then, the reviews go back to the teams. The reviews go back. One review per team still back. That could be vital. Here we go. First ball, super over. World Cup final. Believe it. England are none for none. 4 inside the circle on the offside. Trent Boult to Stokes. Outside edge, running up the hill. They can push for 3 because Butler's very quick. Stokes is out on his feet, but he'll make it. 3 off the first.
Already thinking ahead to who bowls England over, but that's for another 5 deliveries from now.
England will be thinking that. This is why they didn't want to send Stokes out there. That's the debate, whether you throw it to the young lad on some occasion or you back your senior bowler.
Are we looking at the ramp shot here? Are we looking at a scoop shot? Is Butler prepared to take it on? You wouldn't bet against it. He'll do anything. Just a single, just a single. Good delivery from Bolton. Butler's down the other end. They look cool, but they're not. I'm not sure anyone at the moment has got a steady heart.
I think New Zealand are hurting more. I think those 2 sixes, I think just before those 2 sixes, they were thinking about they'd won the World Cup.
Here's Boult. Gap, is it? Yes, it is. He's done it again, Stokes. They've got 8 off 3.
This is an incredible innings, it really is. Same shot he played when he hit Boult for 6. His placement has been brilliant in this innings. That's not far off being a good Yorker. He's got the sweep out again.
Archer is warming up down below the players' balcony as well, bowling.
Just the one. That's 9 off 4. 9 off 4. And down under the balcony, the very rare sight in front of the members of the rookie warming up. We now know who's going to have to handle it.
Club game, isn't it? Just having a little bowl before they go out, and he's doing it in the home of cricket.
Club game with about 6 million on the line. Just by the by.
Isn't this where a batter should have a hitting net outside? So if he has to come in for 1 ball, he's got a sweat on, isn't it? When do we get that?
Haven't you had enough?
Oh, give me more. Come on, bring it on, Smithy. Come on. Tons more.
Right, another field change. It's taken an eternity to get this thing done. Ferguson comes up inside the circle. Neesham goes back. It's Butler on strike. It's a perfect Yorker. They've got to push for 2. He lost it in the sun. Nichols lost it in the sun. They'll get 2. Couldn't pick it up. Not a bad result from New Zealand. They get away without a boundary here. It's on.
Just didn't see it at all. He's looking.
Boult, last ball. Butler. He gets it in a gap. He gets a boundary. 15 off the super over. 15 off Boult. And New Zealand's target in 6 deliveries is 16 to be the world champion.
And it was the 2 men that hurt him in normal time. The 2 men they built their partnership around, Stokes and Butler. And it's going to be those 2 men that have produced 15 runs in the super over.
Well, I'm looking at New Zealand like getting so experienced administrator. Here is the super over?
I think it'll be completely different. As we look at this super over, Trent Boult just went primarily to his Yorkers. The ball he likes to bowl, which is very sensible under pressure. I think with Archer, he will bowl more into the pitch. He'll bowl bouncers and slower ball bouncers. Brilliant from Stokes. Outstanding fitness. Butler was so cool as well.
Archer bowled some really good Yorkers today, as Trent Boult, we've seen deliver mostly. He's got a really good leg-cutting short delivery just to change things up. Pace on the ball from a bouncer. Top edge could travel far.
Well, New Zealand, of course, they'll know what Archer's going to bowl. And that's why they've predominantly, I think, picked guys who can recognise a slower ball and can play flat bat shots. I think New Zealand have planned that. So we just see, I'm sure I saw Jimmy Neesham running off. He wouldn't normally be one of your first choices in this situation, but because of the style of bowling, I think he might be.
How much would that be? A left hand, right hand at the crease.
Factor this into the equation. Factor this in. If this ends in a tie, England win the World Cup. New Zealand have to get 16 runs. Otherwise, England are the world champions.
Is to start with, to make sure that I try to start my over in the possible way.
He can't afford a wide. He can't afford an extra delivery. He's going to go round the wicket. 4 men inside the circle on the offside. Here we go. Archer. A wide. It is a wide. It's a freebie for New Zealand. It's pressure on a young man.
Yeah, Morgan's got to play his role here. Jofra Archer, that was a wide. Morgan's just got to keep in control. Quiet word every now and then from the skipper.
Well, he's going to go to field at mid-off. I think that's a good move. He's just swapped with Joe Root. He was in the covers. He's got to go to mid-off because he's got to help him out through this. That's surely a wide. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Depends on who you ask, really.
I'm not asking.
That's
it's a
on
wide.
the tram line.
Read the book. There we go. Ball number 1 again. Perfect Yorker. They've got to get 2. Guptill will get back. He's quick enough. 3 off 1, New Zealand. 3 off 1.
Oh, the move to put Jimmy Neesham in and
bet. Probably your best bet. Here's Archer again. Ah, he's got it! It's huge! It's gone! It's out of the park! Boom! 7 from 4 now.
now it's looking like a masterstroke. Deep in his crease, brilliant batting, way back in his crease. Gave him the leverage to go leg side. That didn't creep over like Stokes. That has gone a long way.
You feel for Archer, you feel for him. He might still get England out of this, but it's so on a young man. It's a big call over experience.
I think that's why he tried to go full and wide to Neesham. Neesham dominates that leg side.
Haven't changed a thing. They haven't changed a thing in terms of the field. Here's Archer again. Neesham gets him again. Will they go for 2? Guptill says yes, in misfield. More pressure. More pressure. 5 from 3 all of a sudden. It's getting to everybody. Jason Roy, I think it is in the deep with the misfield.
And they need all 5. Just to reiterate, scores are level on this one. England win. They need every one of these 5. They are 1 hit away from winning the World Cup.
They are 1 hit away from winning the World Cup. Can you believe this? No. 5 from 3, Jimmy Neesham. That steely look. Archer has to come up with something special. Can't bowl an extra. He cannot bowl an extra. Neesham on strike. He's hit another gap. Guptill will come back. Don't worry about that. I've gone to the wrong end. Guptill was always going to make it. Now we're down to 3 from 2.
Butler screaming, my end. He's screaming, get it to my end. You're not...
He's saying if you don't surpass the 15, then you will not win the World Cup. England will win the World Cup. You have to get 3 runs. 2 is not good enough. 2 balls to go. Archer to Nisham. It's going to be on Martin Guptill. It's going to be on Martin Guptill. 2 from 1. 2 from 1.
And he went back to bowling it into the surface. He bowled it short.
I wonder if Jofra Archer was going to try for the run out there.
Said to Martin Guptill he'll be batting at 7:45 at Lords and you need 2 to win. He'll probably think he's 220 not out, not facing his first delivery in a super over.
Now Bish, get back in here. Don't you walk away, son. What does he bowl? Right-hander on strike.
Going Yorker.
Going Yorker?
Yeah. Nasser.
Butler's been down. He's had a word.
So a ball into the pitch. I'm looking at the field as it's going to come to who can stop the 2. 1 England win, anything more New Zealand win.
I can tell you right here and now, in about 30 seconds time, there's going to be agony and ecstasy of the highest order in sport.
Just hope, Smithy, it's done by a bit of brilliance, not a mistake out there in the field.
Let's look at the field, guys. Look at the field. Long on, long off, and not right back on the boundary. A lot of those boundary riders are looking to stop the 2. They're hedging their bets, which they have to.
Oh, Martin Guptill, eh? Has it turned? In 1 ball, could it turn? He's going to bowl short.
Yeah,
he's going to bowl short.
The field says short.
And Guptill's going to wait for it. And is he going to take the pace of it? Here it is, folks. This is the moment. It's Archer to Guptill. 2 to win. Guptill's going to push for 2. They've got to go. It's got to throw. It's got to go to the keeper's end. He's got it. England have won the World Cup by the barest of margins. By the barest of all margins. Absolute ecstasy for England. Agony. Agony for New Zealand. Wow. It's all yours, Nasser. It's your cup.
Unbelievable. You've got to feel for New Zealand. Look at them. You just cannot believe it, but England have deserved it. It came down to 1 bit of fielding after 7 weeks. Could he get back for 2? Could the throw come in? It did. Could Butler get it back to the stumps on time?
I think you have made my decision.
That is brilliant. What a way to end the game. Truly remarkable scenes. New Zealand might have lost the game, but cricket has definitely been the winner here this evening.
It was Jason Roy, the fielder. Archer has come up trumps just by the barest of margins, and out in the middle the players are comforting each other.